Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a video that I had mentioned in a different video and you guys had commented back that you would like to see it. I always get so many comments on my videos about how glowy I look, and honestly I don't really know that I am doing anything special. I don't know if it's the lighting, if it's the camera. I personally do feel like I look this dewy though in person because I go to work and I look at myself in the mirror at work and I'm like, damn bitch, you look dewy as hell. So I do the same makeup routine like pretty much every day. Like, yeah, you guys see me use a lot of different eyeshadow palettes on my channel, but for the most part, my foundation routine is very similar on a daily basis. Like, I don't really do a whole lot of things differently. So I thought I would show you guys a demo of how I created this dewy face. I feel extremely dewy. I feel like I could cook a fried egg on my face if I go outside because that's how oily and dewy I feel right now. So I thought, let me give you guys a little rundown of the products I use kind of on a daily basis and give you guys kind of like a routine, and then I will demo this look and round off the video. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I create glowy skin in the summer, in the winter, in the fall, in the spring, just keep watching. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I upload every other day, so I hope you will consider subscribing because you do get quite a bit of content from me. I am all about tan girl friendly makeup here on my channel. I also love indie brands. I love mainstream brands. I love to promote diversity and women-owned makeup brands because I love that for us. I love that for us. So if you're interested in any of those things, please consider subscribing for future videos. Without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I'm actually pretty nervous about this video because I definitely don't feel like an expert on this subject at all. But like I said, consistently throughout my channel, I see you guys commenting about how dewy my skin looks. So I thought, you know what, if I can help somebody, let me go ahead and do that. Let me kind of talk about the products I like to use to achieve a glowy ass skin, and let's get into it. So I kind of talked about this in my demo, but I'm going to talk about it again really quick. I think the first important step for me to have such glowy skin is my skin prep routine. So I don't have like this crazy extensive skincare routine. My number one tip though is to make sure your skin is hydrated. I like to go in with foundation once I put on some kind of a lotion or oil on my skin. So one of my go-to products used to be the Juno oil from Sunday Riley. Now that worked amazingly on me. I live in a very cold climate. It's summer now, so that's not the same problem I have, but in the wintertime, my skin is always on the struggle bus. So I used to love Juno oil. I want to go back to it. I haven't yet. If you are looking for a really glowy, hydrating, plumping oil, I would recommend Juno. I also went back to a really old product that I used to use in like college. It's the First Aid Beauty cream. I'll put up a picture of it. It's very affordable. You can buy a huge tub. Takes forever to get through. You can also use it on your whole body if you wanted to, but that product is what I'm wearing underneath my foundation today, and it is so hydrating. So I love that for you guys. I think it's also very like hyperallergenic, and if you have like sensitive skin and stuff, First Aid Beauty is a pretty good brand for you to try, so I highly recommend that product. I also use the Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. Again, I just like to pack on as much hydration as I can to my skin. So those are like my two go-to products right now. Of course, I use like an under eye cream and stuff, but I don't really think that has much to do with my dewy skin. So that's kind of my step one. Step two is a primer. I don't always use a primer. I never used to be a primer girl, but I do have like the, what is it called? The Good Molecules primer. It's right here actually. Let me show it to you. This is the silicone-free primer moisturizer. So anything again that can add moisturizer to my skin. This was sent in PR. I wouldn't like purchase this on my own, but now that I have it, I do like to pack that on for extra hydration. Another product I like to put on underneath my makeup is this guy, which I showed you in the demo. This is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum Base. And I don't know, guys, I swear this does make my skin look glowy. I can't give you guys like testimonials, but I've tried it many, many times. My skin does look equally glowy without it, but I feel like it definitely helps. So hopefully that helps you guys to know. And then my other two glowy products are my MAC Strobe Cream. This one I bought on recommendation from Desi Perkins a long, long time ago. I really like this in the winter time, especially. I don't use this like every day, but you know, when I remember, I really like the look it gives me. And of course, the Charlotte Tilbury, is it called like the Magic Wonder? I'll put a picture of it. I have tried a sample of it. I would love to purchase a full size, but like I said, I have so many glowy products, I'm not really like dying to purchase that right now. And then another one that I haven't really seen that much glow from is the Glossier Future Dew. This is a oil serum hybrid, and you can wear this underneath foundation, over foundation, instead of foundation. Like, so those are like my arsenal of like prep products. I also mix the Future Dew into foundation. That's also another good trick. So those are kind of my second steps to glowy skin. My third step is, of course, my foundation and concealer. Okay, so my go-to concealer is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I have the shade Caramel. I really like this. And it's not very heavy, it dries down, it softens up my under eye, which is amazing. I love that for me. And then some of my go-to foundations, of course there's matte foundations, there's very satin foundations, and then there's like the luminous foundations. Some of my favorite luminous foundations, these are two I've tried a lot, and I've always wanted to mention. The Laura Mercier Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. Oh my gosh, there was one winter that I was like slapping this baby on, and it's so good. I have the shade 4-in-1 Suntan, and I'm not a Laura Mercier bitch, you guys know. I was pleasantly surprised by this foundation. I've actually used up quite a bit of it, and it's actually surprisingly long wearing, which I love. Same for this guy. Now this is drugstore, so you can get it for like under $5, I think. This is the Photo Focus foundation from Wet n Wild in the Dewy formula, and I have the shade Caramel. Oh my god, when I tell you, this foundation is so good. It's long lasting, it's glowy. I love it so much. So those are my like two go-to luminous foundations. And then the foundation I have on today is the Kosas Tinted Face Oil. This is so good. Oh my gosh, you guys will see it in the demo. I really like how dewy this makes my skin look. I feel like a glowy princess, goddess, whatever you want to call me. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's so dewy. So those are kind of my go-to like foundation, concealer. So step 3 of my glowy skin process. And then the final few steps for glowy skin, of course, is a good powder. In the demo, I showed you guys my Pat McGrath, which I have already lost track of because of the mountain of stuff. Oh, here it is. This is it. This is the new Pat McGrath. This is the Medium Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Blurring Under Eye Powder. Honestly, I wish she made this a bigger compact because I would slap it all over my face. I really like that. I feel like this one is also another really good kind of dewy kind of look. I mean, it doesn't make your under eyes look super matte, so I really like to use this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. You guys see that pan? I'm so proud of that. So I've been like using this much more sparingly. Those are kind of my go-to powder recommendations. I also really like the Hourglass powders. I don't really have any full-size ones to show you guys, but I have some of their holiday palettes, so every once in a while I'll throw those in. As far as powder goes, I try to usually just stick that on my under eye area and my nose, because my nose, oh, I always have a runny nose, so I like to powder it just to kind of help keep the foundation on. And then my next step, of course, is my bronzer, my highlighter, and my blush. So my current favorite is, of course, the Kosas bronzer, which I showed you guys again in the demo. It is under a pile of palettes because I just filmed a video with the bronze palette from Natasha Denona. That video should already be up if you guys are interested. Anyway, so my Kosas bronzer is probably my favorite glowy bronzer. It's like this baked formula, and it's just, I feel like you can see how dewy it is just on camera because it just looks like there's some kind of oil in it. I don't know. It's beautiful, so highly recommend. I also like cream bronzers, like the Fenty bronzer, the Huda Beauty contour, bronzer, whatever that thing's called. That one's really nice. The Hourglass has like a dewy vibe to it. Same with blushes. I like cream blushes. So Vanessa Myricks, this matte blush is amazing. This is a multi-purpose product, so you can use it on your lips, on your face, on your eyes. Love that for me. I use Glossier Cloud Paints. I love the Flower Beauty blush bombs. I even like these like blush lights from Melt. So I have a ton of products that I can kind of reach for that have like a sheen to them. I love a good sheen. So I love those. And then for highlighter, I showed you guys the Hourglass cream highlighter. This one, this is really new to my collection. But honestly, I go in with like any kind of highlighter and it always looks too much in person when I look in the mirror. But on a daily basis, I do my makeup at like 7 a.m. So I always go overboard because by the end of the day, it's all softened out. So hopefully that kind of helps you guys. I will link some of my favorite products in the description box if you guys want to go check those out. And then my final step is setting spray. I feel like my go-to, I know there's been so many dewy setting sprays that have come out, and mattes and this and that, and I know MAC doesn't market Fix Plus as a setting spray, but oh my gosh, this is so good. Let me just spray some on because I haven't sprayed setting spray on yet. I just love Fix Plus. I think it like melts all of my makeup together. I do think it lengthens my makeup wear, even though, like I said, they don't market it as a setting spray. And I think it's a great price point. I don't really have any other ones that I would like recommend that you run out and get, but MAC Fix Plus is like my holy grail of setting sprays. I did recently pick up the Hourglass Soft Focus Setting Spray. This one I saw my friend Britt Clark use, and I was just like, what is that on her face? Like, it immediately made her face dewy. I don't see that on my end, but that's okay. I still wanted to give it a little shout out, but my go-to is definitely MAC Fix Plus. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to finish up the Kat Von D locket or the KVD locket. I bought this a long time ago. I can't tell how much, but I think I might be at least halfway through. So I have a lot of setting sprays I need to use up this year. We'll see how that goes. Send me positive vibes, but I want to go ahead and get into the demo of this face that I created and kind of just show you guys the steps I go through and the products I use and the brushes I use to kind of give you guys a better idea of what I do every day. Okay guys, so I'm going to film the demo portion of this video. I really want to show you guys kind of what I've been using in the summertime to create my glowy look. So I am not really good at explaining like skincare and benefits and things like that, but I recently picked up this Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. This is a hydrating and long-lasting makeup wear, like a base kind of. So you can wear this underneath makeup, you can just wear this on its own, but I have been trying this out now for a few weeks. I got it during the Sephora sale. I was just really curious, and I really like my Laneige toner, this one, I keep it on my makeup table, the Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. They recently came out with a cleanser, and I think maybe a lotion, I can't remember, but I definitely put on more than I normally do of this stuff, and so I just rub that in my skin, and I definitely feel like it contributes to how dewy my skin looks. Now, what you're not seeing in this video is I did my skincare routine. My skincare routine isn't really very complicated. I basically just put on the First Aid Beauty cream. So I tone my face with that cream toner from Laneige, and I put on some eye cream and then the First Aid Beauty moisturizer. I'll throw up a picture of it just so you guys know which First Aid Beauty product I'm talking about, but I actually picked that up recently. It used to be an old favorite. I used it back in the day, and it's very like hydrating, but it's not like overly complicated feeling. So it hydrates my face. It's very hydrating actually. You get a ton of product. It's not too pricey because I feel like with skincare there's so many pricey options too, and I was like, I'm sick of trying all this expensive stuff and it works okay for a while and then I'm like, I don't see, you know, any benefits to it. So I'm trying to find like more affordable skincare that still does the job. So I really like that First Aid Beauty one. I put a lip balm on and I just kind of let it all soak in while I'm doing my eye look. And I feel like having hydrated skin really shows on camera. So I can tell this has like pretty much soaked in. I also have on my table, I have the Glossier Future Dew. This is an oil serum hybrid. So this is basically like a glow again, and you can also wear this under makeup, over makeup, just as your like base if you want to do that. I know Julie Mazzucato does that, and I don't love that one as much as like the MAC Strobe Cream. I've also tried like Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Glow something something. I tried the full size, but I bought the wrong shade, so I ended up having to return that because it was too red. So if I repurchase that, I think I'm gonna go for like shade number 4 in that product. And I got a sample and I tried 4 and I really liked it. So I think in a future Sephora sale I will pick that up. So that's kind of like my layers, and then I go in with foundation. So I have a few glowy foundations I really like. I'm going to talk about that in the video, but today I'm going to use this guy, and oh my gosh, this is so dewy and glowy. This is a tinted face oil by the brand Kosas. I just want to be like a Kosas model. I didn't think I was going to like this product because typically in the past I've been really into full coverage foundations, and I wouldn't say like I feel insecure about my face. Like, I don't feel insecure about my skin, but I do like having, like, if I'm gonna wear makeup, I go like balls to the wall, so to speak. And I usually love to have like a full coverage because I feel like full coverage really lasts a long time. This one I've worn through work days. Obviously, it's not going to give me as long a wear as something like the Fenty matte foundation, but even this, I still can get it to look glowy and dewy on my skin. But this one, Kosas, has been like my new favorite. So I'm just going to shake this up because you're supposed to shake it. And honestly, you don't even need a brush to apply it. I'm just going to use a brush today just for demo sakes. And I did pick up the BK Beauty 101 brush. All my friends rave about this brush for foundation, and I like it. I wouldn't say like you need to like run out and get it. It was out of stock for a long time, so I was happy to get my hands on it. So you can apply this with your hand. I've seen so many people apply this with their hand, but I'm just going to go in with this brush. Oh, and then I should tell you guys my shades. I have shade 7.5, which I think is a good match. This is probably my glowiest foundation that I currently own. Like, I mean, it's an oil. It's not a foundation. I just didn't think I would ever like this product, but now I'm that bitch. You know what I mean? The other thing too is I was nervous buying this, but I thought, you know, if I don't like it on its own, I can always mix it into foundations to help them be dewier. And so I do that too. I'll mix this into my very matte foundations that I want to like do up, if that makes any sense. Oh my god, I love this glow. Wow, do you guys see how like glowy that made my face? So sometimes I use a makeup sponge and I use like any kind of liquid concealer like this, and I, you know, buff that in. But I would say this one is probably one of my favorite concealers. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer from NARS, and I picked this up in the shade Caramel, and I have these brushes by Morphe. They're so good for concealer. This is the M335. It's a dense brush. I don't know. What am I trying to say? It doesn't, like, it's so smooth. It doesn't, like, there's no, like, rough bristles in it, so I really like this for my concealer. And I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but I sure love how creamy and blendable this concealer is. I struggle with my under eyes. I feel like I'm kind of actually not insecure, but I wish they were like smooth, you know? I wish they looked a little more airbrush, but that's okay. That's pretty much what I do. As you can see, the dew is still in full effect. I really like for powder my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless da-da-da-da-da. I'll show it to you guys in the actual video, but recently I've been loving this guy. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder, and I got it in the shade medium. So I like to use this on my under eyes, and I use it with the Wayne Goss. This is, I think, 02? Yeah, this is like one of his brushes. My Pat McGrath is already like so low. I'm so sad because I don't want to run out of it. This is probably the best powder. I would put this all over my face, honestly, because I just love it so much. I feel like it has like this beautiful blurring effect, but I'm going to do some cream today, so we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, my ultimate glowy bronzer is this new one by Kosas. It is the shade medium, 12-month shelf life, and it's made in Italy. So good. I know some people don't like this bronzer, but that's not me. I love it so, so much. So I'm going to grab my BK Beauty bronzer brush. This is the 103. I purchased this one myself, and I just love to go like ham with the bronzer brush. Oh, I love this bronzer. I honestly want to fight people that don't like this bronzer because I think it's so good. So love that. Love that for me. And then I love a cream blush recently. So I have so many. I have Fenty, I have Kosas, I have Tower 28. I have these blush bombs from Fenty Beauty. But today I thought I'd show you guys my Glossier. This is Dawn. And I had a subscriber send me another color. So sweet. This is the shade Storm. So I have two of them now. I think I'm going to go with Dawn because I just love the coral color. And then my go-to brush that I've talked about before is the Real Techniques contour brush. I can't find this as a single. I think you have to buy it as a set. But honestly, for 20 bucks, it's like worth it to me. Especially because some high-end brushes, like one brush is that price, you know? So I'm just blending that in. Oh God, I love this blush. Bronzer. I love this blush. Are you kidding me? I was not a Glossier girl, let me tell you. Just gonna put some on my nose. But I'm so glad I tried out the blush. I really hope they make more of the cloud paints. Like, it actually like makes me sad that they don't have more shades. Oh my God. But it is what it is. And then just so you guys know too, this eyeshadow look is with the Natasha Denona bronze palette. It should be up already because I'm filming this one because you guys requested to see like my go-to dewy summer makeup look. So I'm filming two videos at once, but oh, do you guys see this glow? I'm in heaven. Okay. My next go-to glow product is this guy. This was not expected. My friend Amy sent me this. Amy loves makeup. Oh my God. If I didn't love her enough already, now she like shot up to the fame list on my like list of people I love the most in the world. But she sent me this cream highlighter by Hourglass. This is the shade Champagne Flash. I didn't know what I was missing in life until I got this highlighter. It is so beautiful. I just love how natural it looks on my skin tone. And it blends like a dream with this Real Techniques setting brush. And I'm just like picking it up with the brush. And it blends like a freaking dream. Okay guys, so with the highlighter, that is pretty much it. I am gonna finish up this look and then I will be right back to end this video. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that demo portion of the video. I feel like I tried to cover as much as I could. I probably forgot something, knowing me. So definitely ask me questions down in the comments. This is the perfect place for you guys to ask me any dewy skin questions because, like I said, I'm not an expert, but you guys always comment about how dewy my skin looks, and I'm like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing, but let me try and explain what I do off camera, on camera, when I'm getting ready to film a video, and hopefully that kind of helps you guys out. So yeah, leave me feedback down in the comments, ask me questions. I'm so happy to help you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will go ahead and link some eyeshadow palette videos for you guys to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one soon. Bye guys!